Do you remember the first movie you ever saw in theaters? Well, for a lot of folks here in Hamilton, it was right here in the Roxy Theater for their first cinema experience. Problem is, it was shut down in 2012. But thankfully, there is a young couple here in town that is dedicated to restoring this historical building to its full glory. So grab your popcorn because the Roxy Theater in Hamilton may be open once again.
Where this was the outdoor piece, right? So people would come into here, buy their tickets here, then they would go in.
Matthew Powell and his wife Jalen bought the 87-year-old Roxy building last year as a space for their axe-throwing company, Sticks and Stones. Now, in addition to the axe throwing, they want to give the community its theater back.
Customers that come for axe throwing, people just walking by, everybody is just asking for the movie theater.
One of their first questions after we go over the axe throwing part with them is the theater still here? You know?
What about the theater?
What about the theater?
The town's only other movie theater, Ferroplex, closed a few years ago, meaning if you live in Hamilton, you'd have to drive an hour to Missoula to see a movie in theaters.
And I can probably count on my hand how many times we've gone to a movie since the Ferroplex closed, because it's way out of the way to go to one now.
As the couple began renovations to restore the theater, they quickly found the old building had big issues.
You can kind of see where some tiles have broken through. You can see the insulation hanging down.
So all the suspended ceiling is bowing from the weight of the insulation, and some of them have failed. They've dropped, so there's insulation on the floor.
Other big ticket items include a new projector and a new kitchen for concessions.
Kitchens are a real challenge. We have to, find the pipe, work with the pipe in very old crawl spaces. Plumbing, electrical, we have brick, we have all this old things that we just have to work around.
Even though it needs a bit of love, Paul Beck, owner of Beck Builders and partner on the project, is happy to help restore his town's old theater.
I have a really great memory of the Star Wars, I think it was the first episode 1. We stood all the way down, we were a block down the road, and I can just remember the excitement of going to the theater. It was before any other theaters were in town, so that was really a great memory for me.
The Powells are young, only 20 years old, but Beck knows they are driven and can make it happen.
They are super energized, they are young, they're entrepreneurs, they're super hard workers. I latched onto their excitement, and I want to help them make it happen.
They want to keep the building's nostalgic look and will show reruns of old movies.
We would love if we could just go back and just put it back how it was.
Yeah.
Right.
And every hour that we've put into it, we've fallen more in love with the idea of this project. So we really want to make it happen.
It's meant to be accessible entertainment with ticket prices no more than $7.
We're not trying to open the theater as a way to make a living for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We do not think this is going to make us millions. We are strictly doing this because the community's done so much for us that we want to give them something in return, right?
Because of the extensive renovations needed, the Powells need community support to make the project happen. They have started a Kickstarter with a goal to raise the money by March 17th. To find out how you can support this young couple in the restoration of this theater, visit our website. In Hamilton, Claire Peterson, MTN News.